Late night's biggest stars are rallying behind Jimmy Kimmel tonight. Stephen Colbert not pulling any punches.
People across the country are shocked by this blatant assault on the freedom of speech.
Some of the hosts even poked fun at the idea that their show could be next.
I just want to say before we get started here that I've always admired and respected Mr. Trump. I've always believed he was, a visionary, innovator, a great president, an even better golfer. And if you've ever seen me say anything negative about him, that's just AI. I'm told.
So what does Kimmel's suspension say about the current state of media and comedy, more specifically? Well, who better than to ask a comedian? Joining me now is Paul Mecurio. He's an Emmy Award-winning comedian known for his work on The Late Show with Stephen Colbert. Good to see you.
Good
Paul,
to see you.
You were at tonight's taping of Colbert's show. How are you and your fellow comedians even processing what's happened to Kimmel? Are you worried this is going to have a chilling effect on what you can do?
When we're not in a fetal position crying, we're trying to figure out what the future is. Yeah, I think it could. I mean, look, by our nature, comedians are contrarians, so you tell us to do A, we're going to do B. But the other side of it is comedians need to eat and feed their families. And we're in a culture now where if you're going to make a joke about a conservative and you're in a red state, will the club book you or vice versa, right? And I've, at times lately, started to think of a joke. I don't know. And this is where we are, Laura. This is where we are. Like, if I wanted to write a chicken crosses the road joke, I have to go, well, it could offend people who like chicken, and they'll go to the chicken lobby, which is, very powerful because chicken is delicious. And then they go to the FDA, and then the president calls, right, and gets me canceled over. I mean, I'm being absurd, but where does it stop, right?
Well, where does it stop is exactly the thing that's making a lot of people question, should they even begin? And what you described, Steve Harvey this week, he revealed why he decided to quit stand-up comedy just over 10 years ago, by the way. Listen.
I saw the change coming. You remember I said change is inevitable. You got to react or participate. So my participation was to get away from it because the cancel culture started becoming everywhere. Comedy is too hard to do right now. You can't say what you want to say and expect to be relevant and not get canceled.
So what does that mean, though, if comedians are oftentimes the ones with the ability to speak truth to power because there is truth in the way the joke is even received?
Yeah, look, we have a history of political satire that's important going back to Mark Twain, right? And so now that foundation has a crack in it. And so what ends up happening is that you start to feel boxed. And so everything's political now. Everything. News, comedy, sports, transgender issues, right? And this is everybody's problem, though. The thing that I feel like that's been missing in the last 2 days is comedians. It's everybody's problem. Here's an example for you. Everybody watching. And by the way, I'm left and right, if those watching. I'm not necessarily a Trump basher. Not my guy. Didn't vote for him. I'm the guy in the middle. I believe in a little bit of this, a little bit of that, and then what I believe in, okay? So my agenda here is First Amendment, and that's it. And the government not using coercion to get people to do what they don't want to do. So you have a 16-year-old daughter. She's on the debate team. She decides her debate's going to be, kind of negative about Trump and the administration. Maybe a Trumper kid doesn't like it, tells his parents, they tell the school board calls the Department of Education, they call Trump. It's a public school getting federal funding. They say to the school, we're going to cut your funding if you don't suspend that girl and make an example of her. And that girl then has a problem getting into college because she got suspended. Does that sound crazy? No. And that's where I'm scared. If I said that to you a year ago, you'd be like, Paul, you've been drinking. I'm like, no. That could happen. And so that's where we are now. And if the law firms and the large corporations aren't going to push back, how am I going to push back as a comedian?
One day we all become the poster children. Paul Mecurio, thank you.
Thank you.